Ahoy, divers, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and we are returning for more satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. Where's my mouse? Whoops, I may have to exit the game. Oh, there it is. Okay. I lost my pointer for a second. Ahoy, Twitch, ahoy, YouTube, and ahoy, Rumble. We are back. I spent the last 4 hours, I think it was about 4 hours, redoing my original Ironworks into a Motorworks. So now we're getting some 8 motors per minute, and it's also storing excess rotors, because I realized I needed those. It's actually storing excess stators too. I don't know if I'm ever going to need excess stators, but we are getting them. Ahoy, Mojo. How was your day off? Or you didn't get a day off, did you? So we are back to the nitrogen extraction site where we are going to be working on these fused modular frames. We have the nitrogen gas. We have the aluminum casing. We just need to get the heavy modular frames up here, and then we're good to go. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And we're going to have to see Mojo at the end of the stream if French Fried Toast is still streaming, because I got on to start my stream and I'm like, oh shoot, Frenchie's been playing. Missed out on all the Frenchie stuff, but Pet Chef is over there annoying her, so all is good. Oh, I've been doing this wrong. So yeah, she was gonna do a longer stream today. I got caught up in my Motorworks construction and completely forgot to go watch. But I peeked in for a few minutes before the stream, got into a debate about whether or not she was playing New Vegas in neutral good mode or in some other less scrupulous mode. Actually, she wanted to be told, she wanted to claim she was doing chaotic good. And I'm like, maybe. Usually chaotic neutral, or no, was it chaotic good? Or, yeah. We landed on chaotic good. But she wanted to be chaotic neutral. Because she was helping people but robbing them blind at the same time. And I'm like, Usually chaotic neutral just means you're being in a word I won't use on stream. But I looked it up, and the definition of chaotic neutral or chaotic good seemed like a better description. Let's see, we were gonna do this. Okay, so we need to make some ramps up. Just have to do that. Cat good is blowing stuff up and making a mess while saving the world. Yes, thank you. That made perfect sense to me. That's what she said. She's been robbing people blind, but at the same time helping them out. I don't know, what do you think is the definition? Also, we don't have to worry about getting into a debate about corner pieces today, do we? Okay, neutral is robbing people blind while helping them. Oh! Okay. I didn't think that was the case, but I will retract the lack of corner pieces. We'll go ahead and fill that in because just in case. I might need to go one more out. Transport. Well, if you don't want to try to make any more less 90-degree corners, it's hard to say. I'll try not to. It depends on the needs. Whoops, what happened there? Truck stop. I forgot to complete this. I also need to figure out this. Arg. Hopefully that does not clip. I have a feeling it's going to clip though. Yeah, we're going to have pieces going through other pieces if it goes up the elevator that direction. So we're going to have to extend this. Ag. Ow. Ah. Stay up. Doop 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 doo. This is not going to work. That is not straight either. There we go. Bring it out to here. Run a thing here. Put a thing here. Put another one of these here just to make it make sense. Do the same thing on this side. Ooh. Should have done it a little further out so it can make it straight while being... Make them line up without actually interfering with the conveyor belt. Really? Now you're gonna not let me do it at all? How was it letting me do it before? That's kind of weird. Okay, whoops. Can I crouch under? Yes, I can. Ha ha ha. Okay. So now we got to 2. Dip, dip, dip. Dip, dip. Really? There. Now we can make this one line up with the output from the truck stop. If we can even get it to let me navigate. I think that's probably good right there. Do you mind? I'm doing something. Thank you. Oh no. I'm clipping into the roof. That's not good. It doesn't mind at all. No, no it doesn't. That is not lining up. Can I get rid of these? I can get rid of this row. Although I think what I might do instead is just run this platform out a little bit further. We're gonna have to make it. Come on. We're gonna slant from down here, or from over on this side. Actually, look, we can do the double ramps. See how far we can go down with the double ramps. That way, you jerk. There we go. I think this is as far as we'll go right here. Oops. Did you take a look at Captain of Industry yet, Mojo? I'm just curious if you've looked at it, what your thoughts might be. Ah, stupid. Stupido. Get out the way. Shoot. He's just totally not phased. Let me check my audio levels as well. Let me turn down the game a little bit because I could have been talking while I was slamming things into place. The Captain of Industry game I was talking about yesterday, did you look at that at all? Oh. Okay, I think we got a good enough access way. Looked at, it's very much like Surviving Mars, top-down city management game with focus on industry. Just not in a top-down mood. Understandable. I was just curious to see if you'd looked at it, and it's interesting that you mentioned it's like Surviving Mars. I was having so much trouble with Surviving Mars. That's not going to do. I just have to make it too far to the left to be of any practical value. I may have to just do some cockeyed conveyance strategy. So if I make this, here, I'll build one, I'll show you. So if I build the truck station, okay, the outputs are these two guys. I was trying to move this far enough to the left so that that could connect straight into that. But what I think I might have to do instead, in order to get it all that far to the left, I cut off access to it from the right-hand side. So the truck's going to have to, like, it would have to pull in and then back out and go back down below. It's not capable of reversing in automatic mode. So I'm going to have to redo these. Oh, hello. These were cockeyed anyways. Redo these so that the input is on this side and then splits and goes over there. Because there wouldn't be enough room. The truck would have to because I would drive up this way and turn around and go into the truck stop, drop the stuff, and then continue on and go back down. With the as far to the left as I'd have to make it, it would be like this amount of room right here to drive the truck through. And it's a big truck. It's not going to fit through this. So I'm going to have to do this different. Input on this side, split, and then join over. And have this one join. I hope that works. use these. Okay, so now when we put the truck station, get skinnier trucks. Let's see, it looks like it's just to the right of this line. There, that's what I was trying for. Okay. I want to check something. What's the input on this? 1.5. Yeah, we don't need anything more than the Mark 1 conveyor belts. Now the question is how do we power? You know what would be really cool is if they made some sort of... Oh no. No! Do you remember the other night I was roaming around looking for fused modular frames so that they could build a Mark III? There they are, right? Ah, man. Well, good news is I can make one more minor level 3 or minor Mark III if I want. It was only 7. I would feel worse if it was more than that. But as I was saying before I got so rudely interrupted by my discovery, it'd be really cool as if we could have some sort of gas power, like nitrogen gas power source that we could tap these guys with. Because unfortunately, I don't think we can do it. You know what? I'm going to Google that because I just realized that I doubt it, but I want to make sure it is not a thing. Fuel, power generators. Fuel, liquid biofuel, fuel, turbo fuel, recognized fuel, ionized fuel. Yeah. It would not be just nitrogen gas. I'd have to, like, infuse something with fuel. Like, I'd have to I guess I could bring in the materials. No, let's see. Basic rocket fuel is turbo fuel and nitric acid. Ooh. So I would make nitric acid from this and then pump it into a blender with some turbo fuel, and that would give me rocket fuel. That might be something I look into later. Anywho, whoops, I think I finally moved. I'm going to fill in this hole. So we were looking at how we were going to power this. I think we were going to bring down power from our alumina power station up here. Yeah, we'd have to, because this is... really gotta fix that. But yeah, there's power being drawn down from there to do the alumina works. Or the second level of the alumina works. to make the aluminum products. You can tap it, hopefully. Where is it being? Oh, hey, that might be good anyways, because we've got this weird beep, 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 boop. Whereas if we just put a power tower, like, right about here, maybe? We could tap it to run these guys. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll put it here. And it will reach. It won't look pretty, but it'll reach. See, I wonder if we straighten that one out, if that would improve looks. It just looks like it's clipping. Whee! Yeah. Whoa! It's got some upward momentum there I wasn't counting on. Is it centered? Looks like it. Except it's centered the wrong way. We need to make sure the ladder is facing us. Now hook that back up over there. Hook that down. Hook that up down there. There, that looks more better. And then we can pull these power poles. Yeah. Okie dokie. I think we can just do that, and do that. Perfect. So now we just need to get some power going over there. So how far can we get this sucker to reach? Looks like we can get it onto this platform. Or we could get it... Let's see. Let's go ahead and put it on this platform because we don't want it clipping. It's already going to be doing some clipping because we got trees between this one and the last one, but we'll try to avoid clipping through ground. be large enough actually for may have to decenter this. Okay, power tower. Where is it? Can we see it? Looks like we have to chop down some trees just so that we can get a connection here. Oh, it's over there. I need you to face the other way, senor. Or be at a right angle. Oh, there it was. I had it for a second. Where'd it go? There you are. There. Okay. Now we can put power tower probably right there. I think Marina Kitty might be yelling for food. Last couple of times she's made this level of noise. I've looked and her food bowl has had food in it. But last time I think she's meowed at me, yelled or eaten since then, so she may be running on empty now. So I'm gonna go check. Stand by for me for a minute. Nope, she still has food. She just wants attention. Squit, 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 squit. Squit, 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 squit. Meow. She has food, I've seen it. She has water too, I know it. She's just been extra needy today. I think it comes from the fact that I was home all day, which she does not expect. Woo! She knows my routine better than I do. So the fact that I was home today made her be like, "Oh, you're home. Serve me." Yeah. Okay. Down. Down you go, Mariner Kitty. Alright, so we got this. How much power? Uh-oh. Maximum consumption is lower than our or our max available drops below our max consumption over here. I thought we dealt with that. Good. So I thought we hooked up an extra source for power somewhere, but maybe we didn't. Well, actually, we've got these down here. I say it's time to bridge the gap. So that means this is going to have to... Really? This is going to have to come over like this. It'll be cockeyed going up to there, but it won't be so bad. Well, the concern is, will we have enough? We haven't even hooked these up to the power grid yet. So how will it fare once we've done that bit? All right. Oh yeah, that's a big jump. That was 1288 before, 1438 now. That's 150 megawatts increase. Yeah. So yeah, definitely need to see you are living in her space. When she can pay rent, she can say that. Let's see. I think the best thing to do is put a power pole here, or a power tower here, because it can hook up to that easily. And then we'll see if we can reach over there. Wow, I was not expecting all the spores. That goes there. That goes there. Woofda, look at this. I definitely need to hook this up. Let's see how far you can reach. Ooh, we could go all the way to the, I think, over to that rim of that crater over here. Too bad I don't have a use for this. At least not yet. I might utilize it when I'm trying to do my rocket fuel. But I've got a water source up there, so it's less critical. Okay. Let's hope that reaches. Where's my tower? Excuse me. I'm gonna be so happy when I get the encased modular or the fused modular frames going. Where's the guy? Oh, I thought I saw it. There it is. Oh, just short. Okay. Actually, no, we don't want that one. We want this one. Aha! Huh. I wouldn't say I love it when I measure things accurately, but I was slightly off. Now we can just, we'll just hook it up to that. Yep. Now, let's check our load. That's better. Yeah, we got a jump up here on the capacity, and the max consumption is just everything over there plus everything over here, which is including these power stations, and this power station. And then everything up here is like this power station. I think they might even be these two power stations. Might even be these three power stations. I'd have to look. I'd have to get my get the interactive map app out. I need to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Here, I'll let you enjoy some wildlife photography while I go do that. I'll try and be quick. And I'm back. Okay. How are we doing? Yeah, the low point is right at the max consumption. So I think we're okay. I've been thinking about maybe also implementing some batteries so that if it ever so slightly dips below, we've got some coverage. But I don't know if that's going to really help or not. So let's see. We need to bring the heavy modular frames. This is an unload point. Fuel. We also need to worry about fuel. How was I doing fuel for the other location? Ah, darn it, I've forgotten. How was I doing fuel for the aluminum production over here? I think it was just getting fed turbo fuel at the other end of the drought. Wow, how did that get all cockeyed? Oh well, no biggie. Yeah, I think that's what was happening. I was importing turbo fuel, or not importing, but I was feeding turbo fuel to the truck station. So how are we gonna do fuel to this truck station? That is the next quandary. What do we have for resources nearby? I might just tap a... I just have to tap a coal, like over here. Wonder how much it would take to do batteries. Aluminum solution plus nitric sulfuric acid plus one of these, or sulfur plus alclad, aluminum sheet plus plastic. Wow, why is that so complicated? Well, we are doing this particular conveyor belt from over here. Will we be able to hook it up somehow to the truck stop for fuel? You'd have to come this way. This is why I believe trains are more favored versus tractors. Because it is a royal pain in the tuchus to deal with the fuel, with providing fuel for trucks. Whereas trains, you just have to have a power source. But they have their own inconveniences, like running rail lines and requiring much space for the train stations and freight stops and all that jazz. Oops. Oh. I have an idea. So, what I'm thinking is we run our truck from up here down, drop off the alumina, or as much of the alumina as we can drop off. Probably use a awesome sink for any excess that can't be utilized. So alumina pickup, alumina drop off. The truck then continues on down to the ironworks, picks up the heavy modular frames, drives all the way back up, and drops it off at the nitrous works. How's that for a plan? I'm going to need to chart my course if I do that, though. Okay, so we've got this coming this way. Drop it off. We would usually go back. We go around this way, and then back over there, and then around. So instead, we're going to have to take a right. Let's see, there's got to be a road. Let's see, so this way, yeah, there we go. That way, yeah, that goes, I think that goes all the way down. Yes, I believe that is going to work. And then we're gonna have to probably rip out these so the truck can go underneath, continue on down and dock, and then come back up here. Do we have a truck station down below here? And yes, before you say it, I'm realizing that I could do this with the train station instead. Or do a train instead and do a push-pull. So I don't have... And then I could completely eliminate the need to have fuel. But it seems overall such a short distance to run all of it. Also, I'm wondering about the consumption costs, or the power consumption costs, because I think it's like 100 megawatts to run a train. Which we don't really have. I mean, there's the consumption here, which is well below the max consumption, but we don't want to build over the capacity if we can help it. Or we don't want the max consumption over the capacity if we can help it, in case our production spikes all of a sudden and then we get shorts, and then it's nobody's fun day. Oh. The question, I guess, is would we be able to run this train? And I believe we got enough room. But the other question is, would we hook this up to something somewhere else? I don't know, Mojo. What do you think? I've got the fuel facilities. I've got the facilities set up for fuel. And I don't think turbo fuel affects speed as much as it does range when we're dealing with trucks. On the flip side, we've got, oh man, just so many variables. Because we could totally do a fuel generator to supplement our power and then run the train. I think that might be the best solution. Not exactly understanding the limit. Okay, let me break it down for you. So if we do, so we've got two options for running transport. We can do fuel-based trucks. We've got fuel resources supplied so that the trucks can be fueled. And I believe with the turbo fuel, they've got the range to get all the way from our aluminum production down to our ironworks and back up again. Or we can do all the extra work to set up train stations up at our alumina works, down at our we got 2 points of alumina. We've got the fuel works alumina production. We've got the so basically we want to go from fuel works down to here, down to here, down to here. We can do that with truck or train. Truck requires fuel, which we've got covered. It's just a matter of setting up a truck with a route. If we go with the train, we need to set up a fuel generator to provide enough fuel for the train to run. We need to set up the train stations so that the train can go. Oh, I need to set this up again. I had it set up. I don't have it set up anymore. So set up another truck stop, run the truck route down and up again. And then, or set up a train station here and at those other three locations. Set up fuel power, run the train track, and get that going. Which would be more beneficial for transportation of resources. Well, the train can transport more stuff. I don't have that much stuff to transport outside of, like, I've got these to export. This is like a lot, and to feed it down to here, a train would be the best method because there's so much to transport. But going from ironworks, the modular frames, up to the nitrogen works, just that doesn't seem like it's worth the effort, because we're not producing that many heavy modular frames to feed into the nitrous works for the fused. So it seems like a waste of effort to do a train. Yeah, I think that's the conclusion. It's a waste of effort to do a train when the truck is already almost, truck station or truck route is already almost. Oh no. Hello, you must be the lizard doggo I have trained. So yeah, that's the answer there. Okay. So we need to set up our truck station here again. I don't remember why I tore it out, other than I'm like, it was needing to go away because I was going to do a train, I thought, maybe. So let's put it there. really wish I hadn't ripped this out, but whatever. Come on. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Can I help you? Ooh, thank you. Are you one of mine? Nope. Okay. Can't you want to be one of mine? I have to take the legs off. Here, lizard doggo, doggo. Here, lizard doggo. Would you like to be one of my doggos? Whoa, oh, that was a big nope. Let's try it again. Oops. It's probably seen the other lizard doggo and being like, nope. You've already got someone. Oh well, I'll not worry about it. So this needs power. How is I powering it? Oh, there's the power. Boom. Okay, truck. Oh. I hope there's enough turning radius. Put it there and see what it does. Load it up with some turbo fuel to start with. Come on, let me drive it. Thank you. Really? Well, that worked out, didn't it? Okay, where was that last save? I think we need to load up that last save from... Put that thing out a little bit further so that it has the... Which way was I going, George? Which way was I going? But yeah, I just don't think the truck is intelligent enough to do a backup. I think forward is its default motion. Hello, little doggo. Thank you for the plates. Transport. Truck station. Okay, this is going to be a load 'em up. Oh, before we run... Okay, hang on. Just realized we don't have all the truck stations set up yet. Ah, I fell off. Uh-huh. Well, that's dumb. Darn it! Quit running off the edge here. It's so weird that did not follow the same route. Oh, because it's curved. Must have done default straight. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so this is a load 'em up. Yep, okay. Okay, while that's running, let's follow the trail back to... See, I need to run that. Run a stopper across this. So we don't accidentally turn that way. There we go. We're so close. I don't know if we're gonna get to the end of it before the end of the stream or not. It'll depend, I guess, on how well I do at getting the rest of this prepped. So it goes around this way. Comes in this way. drop stuff off. So this is an unload to check. Now the other thing we want to do is... See, I actually did that already, I believe. I set up an awesome sink over here. Yeah. So I've got a whole bunch of... Let's see. These go... These join and run it over here. We had not hooked up the casing to this, I believe, because we didn't want to use up all of our resources. But we do need to set up this, which we have not yet done. So we'll go ahead and finish that out. So any to the right, overflow to the left. Oh, that's it. We didn't want to run that yet either. We can now, though. Okay, so any overflow, yep, there it goes right. Then overflow, any to the right, yep, okay. This needs to be a level 3. Actually, technically, it could probably be a level 4. Which means this could be a level 4. Which means all of this could be a level 4. Whee! Whoops, got hung up. Where'd I get hung up? Okay, wasn't got the whoops. We're on level 4. This. Oops, somehow we lost the ability to make level 4. Probably because we were on it. Probably because of the intake. It couldn't take... Probably feeding way more than we need to into here. Okay. These are the... Oh, we probably didn't need to do them both. I think it's the closest one to this side that's got the... Oh, yep. Okay, so that's all full. So this guy is a unload. It's going out there and into that. Alright, so final stage. Final thing to do, final place to have a truck or docking station or truck station or whatever the heck it's called in this game is down here. And we're probably going to need to set up roadblocks so we don't get lost. I think it's going to be fairly clear that we're going to be coming this way. But we don't want to turn right. So we'll do a road barrier across here. Do road barrier across here, although it's probably not needed. And then we'll come down this way. Okay, so that needs to feed into a truck stop. Usually I don't like going into the ground like that, but I think for the truck's sake it's better. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, that'll power the truck stop. Train truck station. And that will feed into that. Got enough turning radius, I think. This is on the wrong side. Dagnabbit. Is there a better power pole? No. There. This is a load 'em up. Okay, so thank you, Mojo. Load 'em up. Oh, shoot. Stand by. Don't load him up. Because I want, before I do a load him up, I actually want to split it into because this I want to actually split off into two things. I want to, or three things. I want this output one to go into a cargo container. So we'll do that on this side. That way we get some storage built up, hopefully. Because I don't think I've got any heavy modular frames I think I've got some in storage. Yeah, I can dump these into the truck stop really quick. Once I get the truck stop back. But yeah, so it's going to be any forward, any to the right, overflow to the left, into a awesome sink. Because I'm keeping up with that for the sake of getting my points accumulation so that I can get my golden nut. I want to say it that way on purpose. I need to run another pole on this side. It's there. Okay, now we are definitely... Our max consumption is definitely over our minimum threshold. So I'm probably going to have to set up a fuel power generator up at the fuel station. Fuel works. We'll do that when we get back up there. Alright, but first, doop doop beep. Okay, so that one's there. That one's there. I wish I had like a tertiary, like any and then overflow phase 1 and then overflow phase 2. So if this one is full, it'll go to this one. Unless this one is full, then it'll go to this one. But I don't have that functionality. I don't know how to use these splitters to do it. It's playing so much Avatar FOP. All this industry feels very wrong. Oh man. Hey, at least we're not like... What's the name of the place? I forget the name. Yeah, I can see it. That's hilarious. Okay, so actually I should just do this. Cut this one out. Okay, load them up. Check out our points. We're at 353. We gained a few since last night. Okay, so this is a load 'em up. Okay. Gotta run all the way back up to the top of the hill. Will that truck actually fit under here? I should make it and drive it and see if it'll fit. I'm thinking no, actually. Yep, nope. Alright, we need to adjust this. Yay for old Stubby. Oh, it didn't join. I thought it was going to join. We're not going to argue with it. We'll clean it up later if it annoys us too much. But we have clearance now. Woohoo! Woo! Whoa, that was a bit much. I don't think that was the route. Okay, we're gonna need to put in. Oh no, I'm stuck. Alright, we're gonna need to put in some roadblocks so we don't do that again. So we come out, come over here, come over to here. So, road barrier. Oh wait, that was not where we wanted the road barrier. We actually want the road barrier. We want to go up there. Right? Yeah, the road's up there, so we won't go that way. So we go up the hill. We don't take a right. Instead, we take a left. So up the hill. Take a right. Go down this road. We could go that way, but we're not gonna. Go down this way. Hang a right. Hang a left. That's where I messed up. We went straight after we got up the hill. I don't think we need roadblocks all the way down. Should be able to figure out the course from here. Oh, we did some roadblocks anyways. Good. Alright. Let's grab our fuel. Let's grab our truck. Let's put fuel in our truck. Let's drive our truck. Vroom vroom. Ever see a movie called Maximum Overdrive, Mojo? Actually, I can't see OBS. There we are. Play that game every time I drive. Huh? Alright, that's confusing. We need to put some more roadblocks. Road barriers. There, 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 and there. Excuse me. So that, we go up here now. Yeah, that's correct. I'm used to going around, looping around to the other side. I have to go to street cars. We're kind of seeing along mountain roads. Nope. We could probably make them with signs. It would be something I'd use a blueprint, make a blueprint of. We'd do a left and a right sign. Okay. Can we turn around? Just. Okay. You're gonna want to move, Dargo. Thank you. It'd be a lot of work. I was thinking guardrail that you could set down like you do with conveyors and tracks. Oh, yeah, no. I don't think they have that. Maybe in the future, but not yet. Alright, start recording. Load cargo. Load cargo. Why is that not loading cargo? It's got plenty to load. Why is it not doing it? This thing doesn't have a power switch. There it goes. Maybe I wasn't in range or something. Let's get this lined up so we can start the recorder in the right spot. Okay. Whoops. Start recording. Load. botched that up, but that's okay. It made the turn. Try not to go too quick. There we go. I think I'd prefer cockpit mode to this. I say that, although when I'm usually racing, I play this camera angle. Oh, we'll pick that up later. Because the problem is peripheral vision. If you're in the cockpit when you're racing, you can't see nothing. I'll read your thing in just a second, Mojo. I read part of it, but I'm trying to navigate. Squish them. Whoa. 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 Good news is it only took us 4 nitrogen or turbo fuel to get down there from all the way at the top. There. Then we can just follow the path back up to the top. Ugh. Wheel caught on something. There. Now I can read. Okay. That's crazy. You need to drive the route instead of picking point A and point B and letting the game decide the best route. When you're racing, you don't need peripheral vision. Everything you need to see is in front of you. Beg to differ on that. If you're playing a racing game, you need to be able to see the turn radius. And you can't see the turn radius while in the cockpit or in the driver's seat. And then you could make that one area where the wildlife was trying to cross an overpass and let them cross underneath. No, because that's going to be what. That's going to be enable autopilot. That's going to be one of my sources for. I thought that was mine for material for the biological stuff. There you go. Okay. Why are you trying to back up? Just turn. That was my fault. But it did it. So yeah, there's a spot. Oh no! You're supposed to get out of the way. That's sad. And he's rolling downhill. Any bets on how far he goes? Hope that wasn't one of the ones I trained. There you go. Nope. But yeah, so like there's a couple of spots where I'd like to set up killing zones if I knew how. So traffic is where I can collect biological material for DNA capsules for syncing for points. There's a SAM node, resource node that's really good for that. There seems to be an ongoing war between the spiders and the hogs at that SAM site. Because every time I go by, there's either remains or the hogs and stingers are in combat. And the spiders are vicious, man. They will jump and they drool acid. It's very terrifying when they go to town. Cool. On the hogs. The hogs aren't that violent compared to the spiders. But there's stuff there that I can then collect. Yeah, so I kind of want to leave these trucks. That's why I don't want to do an overpass, is because I'll get biomaterial this way. And we got 2 for 1 down here. I wonder, I haven't seen the big radiation hog in a while. I wonder if we scared him off by building up this area. Poor little animals. Okay, so we did this. How is... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oops, sorry. We didn't want aluminum ingots. We wanted the other thing. Did we get any fused? Doesn't... Oh, we didn't... Not power... Why is there no gas? Did we forget to power the... We probably forgot to power the gas extractor. Okay, so what we need to do is actually... I'm going to make this a flat spot. And then we're going to do a... Where am I looking? I'm going to do a smart... And then this one has to be the... Any alkali or aluminum ingots we get in here are going to go back into there. Actually, you know what we should do? We should just sink them. And then these can go straight into there. it's too high now. That'll have to do. We can probably just get rid of this entire ramp then, huh? That looks straight, honestly. So yeah, we can do a sink. Where would we do the sink? Okay, so modular frames go up. Anything undefined goes right into the awesome sink. Where's your power node thingy? Oh, you're on the wrong side again. Dang it. Yum. Because we don't want to loop it back in and then try and deliver the alumina back into the other station, because all we would end up doing is looping alumina around and around and around and around and around and around and never getting to the steel or to the these heavy modular frames. So any excess we get, huh? Okay, so why is it still not getting... Let's have... wait. You should be able to get more in there. Oh, I see the problem. Probably got more aluminum ingots in here. There we go. Yeah, how many do we have? Any stopping up the gas here? Yes, we do. Should really put some supports up there so it doesn't look like it's floating. There, now it's filling up. Now we just gotta figure out the nitrous. Why are we not getting any nitrous? Probably because this is not powered. Boom. Voila. Yeah, we hear the banging now from the fracking. Wow, that's taking a while to fill up. It's probably because the pipe's still filling up. But I'm going to do the same thing. Once these are producing, I'm going to create a... Actually, we'll probably do a merger. Actually, let's back this up a little bit. Dump some into the ASAM. Or into the awesome sink for points. Awesome sink. You are still dumping off extra ingots. Must not be burning through the aluminum ingots very quickly over here somehow. Because if we're getting a lot of excess, we may need to find a different use. Whoa! Might need to build more factories over here to, or more constructors or whatnot over here to make more stuff. Apparently we're producing more aluminum ingots than oh yes, I know I am. 'Cause I so overbuilt that. Yeah, see, so I've got so much here. I'm surprised this is not full. I want to see what happens when the truck arrives. Well, I kind of know what's going to happen when the truck arrives. It fills up the rest of the way. I wonder if I can increase production of anything down here. Whoops. I can overclock them. I can also increase this. Anyways, we're about... So why did you ever build it? For future... Yes. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough alumina production for any future need, for as much future needs as I could manage. That, and I just had the supply up here, so I just figured I would see how much I could actually make. Turns out... That was pretty much it. Just I want to see how much I can actually make. I could, but I'm not gonna until I finish. Once I get my golden nut, then I can look at doing something like that. But any excess can be fed into the awesome sink. It's no big deal. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to end tonight. I'll think about turning this up maybe a little bit more so that we're eating through more of these alumina ingots per minute to prevent overflow. But we're dealing with the overflow, so it's not that big of a deal. So, no stream tomorrow night. No stream of consciousness tomorrow night. Because we are still getting set up for season 3 and joint streaming to Deep Dive Gaming and Lagging Out at the same time, and so there's some things we want to get set up for that. But I'll be back on Wednesday, 5 o'clock Eastern time, for the next phase, whatever that happens to be. Because we've only done this bit. There's more that we need to produce so that we can make our nuclear pasta. But this was a big step, I feel like. So we'll go from there. Until then, enjoy Satisfactory. Oops. Fair winds and fun gaming, people. Bye-bye.